Welcome to the stage of history. I am your illustrious host, Kevin Uncanny Anytime. Well, got the classic saying up there. I got some good news and I got some bad news. Which do you want to hear first? Which do you want to hear first? Well, check this out, y'all. All right, first of all, the good news, or should I start off with the bad news? Comment what your usual go-to is. Do you start off with bad news or do you start off with good news? What is it? You let me know. However, I'm just gonna first go over some information. So I came out with this motivational video yesterday that said ask life to bring it. And I kind of wanted to go over that too, as far as what that really means and how that actually looks, y'all. Okay. When you make such a request of that nature, you are also inviting your own failures. Okay. You're inviting your own failures to surface so that you can grow. Now, I get it. It seems like it would be a cool thing to have or to do, to be undefeated, right? Or to be flawless, right? But in this plane of existence where we are, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. And that's okay. That's okay for now, right? Until God decides, hey, we're done with that imperfection stuff. I'm gonna fix all that. Right. So we're waiting on that time frame. However, before that time frame, what we're dealing with now is our own imperfections. And so um I'm gonna mixture it and let you decide. I'm not even gonna say, well, here's the good news or here's the bad news. Okay, I'm gonna just send the information to you. So again, as I created that video and you request life, okay, bring me all the challenges, bring me all the tribulations, bring me the trials, let's go. Right? You're asking for life to show you where you are at. Okay. Just like me when I always I always use basketball. Whoa. Oops. My bad. Hold on. I always use basketball though. And that's usually my go-to analogy, right? Is basketball. And so in that lighting's different. In that in that process, I love meeting people who are better than me, right? And I'm super honest on my IG and stuff. You'll see where I say, I lost today's game, or I won these games, or this, that, and the other, right? There's days where I won 4 straight and never lost that day, right? But in that process, you're asking to be exposed in your inequities. You're asking for that when you're saying, yo, life, bring it here. Come on, let's go. Now, in a super extra, you know, I don't know, fairy tale place, or even because even in the superhero stories, when that happens at times, there's a situation where they show where they have areas of opportunity, right? And that's what we are asking in that time frame when we say that. When we're saying, yo, life, come on, just give it here. That's when you're gonna be shown, okay, where am I at? So there's going to be an area here. There's going to be a little area here. There's going to be some of this to fix. And are you ready for that? Are you ready for that? Because, yeah, again, it would be cool to go through and be like, nope, never lost ever. Right. And a lot of people, even in the Michael Jordan debate, they like, he went to the final 6 times. He never lost. It's like, actually, in the playoffs, they lost quite a bit. It was a lot of back and forth game sixes, pivotal moments that he had to overcome to be able to get to that seemingly flawless looking level. So when we're asking for this request of like, yo, bring it to me. Don't don't allow it to completely demoralize you. Don't allow it to completely demoralize you when you've been doing good and something happens to where you maybe get knocked off, or there's a little, imbalance of things that happens and you have to recalibrate. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. And I'm saying that because I'm going through a particular situation. But with the reason why I originally started the calendar, was to see how many good days I had opposed to bad days. Because what do we do? What do we do? We highlight the negative, y'all. We over highlight the negative days, y'all. Why? We have a desire to want to be perfect, right? We have that strong desire. We want to be flawless, right? And for me personally, that's what lets me know, oh, okay, yeah, that's built in. That's built into the human. That's why I know God's gonna fix it one day, and that's what it's gonna be. Same thing as aging and getting older. It's like we don't ever really want to die. That's why I know God is at some point gonna be like, yo, okay, we're gonna fix that. Because why would you have that? Why would you have those thoughts inside of you of, oh man, I wanna do everything flawless? Why would that even come about? Or why would you say, man, I don't ever want to come out of this form or die or get older? Why is that built into you to even feel that or to say that? That's my philosophy, right? However, the calendar and different things that you decide to do is going to show you how actually incredibly well you do. So there's 2 months. There's 2 months that I've had that for my retention that was seemingly flawless, right? Seemingly flawless for 2 months. And so Saturday and today I had some issues. And I was at Saturday was kind of weird. I was trying to figure it out. And then today I think I kind of figured it out. Saturday, there was a lot going on. I was overly stressed, right? And so I ended up going on a website looking up some pornography. And I'm like, and so I got off of it, right? I'm like, okay, at least I didn't get off of my retention plan, right? I'm like, at least I didn't do that. But then lo and behold, later that night, I had what is called a nocturnal emission. And I was like, wait, what does that mean? What does that mean for this process that I'm going through? And I'm like, okay, so wait, I didn't forcibly, masturbate, and this is rated R, y'all, if y'all if y'all listen to this, but I'm like, I didn't force that. That was something that involuntary happened. Okay, so then, but I'm like, but could me having watched what I watched cause that to happen? Because I just woke up and I was like, oh man, dang, what? Okay, that's interesting. But I'm like, okay, well, let's hop back on the horse, right? Let's get right back on it. Think about that later. Don't worry about too much about that. Let's not try to get super deep into reason on that. So then yesterday, the same thing happened. The actual same exact process. I watched a little bit. I went on a website and I was like, you know what? I'm tripping. And then I went to sleep and woke up and I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Now that's two for two. That's two for two. So we might have to recalibrate. We might have to reconsider this because it's much deeper than me forcibly doing it. Now I'm incepting into my thoughts to where I can't guard myself while I'm sleeping. And I'm like, okay. Key learnings, right? Heavy learnings though. Heavy learnings because I'm like, what? I want to be flawless. I want to be flawless. I'm like, I'm on this mission. So when things like that happen, especially when you're a little ignorant to stuff, that can be a heavy boom left hook to you that make you be like, this, oh, come on. Come on, man. But you know what you need to hang on to? And this is for a lot of y'all. You know what you need to hang on to? You need to hang on that you're doing the best you possibly can. And I know that God appreciates that. And again, there's 2 months of flawless activity. So are you going to allow these little blips in history to affect your ultimate state of being? Or are you just gonna be like, oh, okay, 2 days, I'm knocked off. Dang, okay, let me get it back together, right? It's like when you start tripping. You ever trip and you're like, whoa, what? And you're trying to catch yourself. You're happier when you eventually catch yourself as opposed to just tripping and being like, oh God, let me just fall. Like, what if you did that? What if you just trip a little bit and you just like, nope, I'm finna just throw myself on the ground, like skip it. that would that would look crazy. That would look crazy if you're like, nope, all right, I'm out, like skip it. But hey, sometimes we do that. I've done that myself, y'all. I've done that myself. Where sometimes you trip just a little bit, and you like, I'm finna just throw the whole, like, no, I'm going all the way. Just skip it, dude. Just skip it, right? But I'm here to bring a brighter perspective for y'all. In this process. Again, like I said, I messed up 2 times. I slacked off 2 times. I wasn't as disciplined 2 times, right? But out of 60 days, if I had a if I was in the NBA right now and I'm 60-2, yeah, I'm killing the game right now. You see what I'm saying? It's really about how we frame these things. It's really about how we frame these things, y'all. Really pay attention to how you're framing your seemingly mishaps and failures in the timeline of your existence, right? That was the main reason why I decided to keep the calendar, because I was like, let me see actually how often I do slip. And then when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Now, if God were to look at, oh, nope, these 2 times, man, mm, that's it for you, dog. That would be messed up, straight up. That would be really messed up, right? But we know it's written, y'all. That ain't the way he look at it. That ain't the way he look at it. He like, all right, man, there we go. You got a man. You doing real, real good. Keep it up. We are our own worst critics. If there's literally a scripture I have on the IG. Can't even open my phone right now. But it says, if errors were look what you look for, oh Jehovah, who would stand? Who could stand? Nobody, y'all. Not one human being on this earth. And then and then what I want you to do as well is I want you to consider other things you're ridiculously consistent at. There's still even more other things that you're ridiculously consistent at, but we're habit stacking, we're compiling all of this extra stuff, and we're trying to be just out of this world with our perfectionism and flawlessness, right? We're trying to go, and it's a great goal, man. It's a great goal, not taken out completely out of context and crazy. It's a great goal to have, to really try and strive to never, go into these realms of failure or whatever the case may be. But that's simply not um that's simply not the case, man. Okay? Because if God were to isolate our errors, we wouldn't be waking up, y'all. This would be over already, man. We wouldn't have to talk about none of this stuff. It'll already be a wrap. He'd be like, nope, they always gonna mess up. It's over. Like, what am I gonna what is this? They're always gonna mess up, man. For what? What am I gonna what? So try and keep that in perspective. And again, we do want to show a attitude of, okay, man, God, please forgive me, man, being sinful. I'm sorry. I do wanna do better, you know what I mean? I wanna make sure I'm doing the best I can, and keeping that he know your heart, he know what you're trying to do, right? And so really, really, really keep that in your mind so that you don't feel like God is a condemning God. He's condemning everything you're doing. That's the wrong perspective. Sometimes that's put out there. And I think the only reason why people get that mixed and screwed is because some people take advantage of the kindness, right? And we said it all the time. Don't take advantage of my kindness because then I'm a flip, right? And why do we say that? Well, because the same we feel exactly the same. We're made in his likeness and image, right? But even so, with God being perfect in everything that he does, he's not gonna expect that out of you. He's not gonna expect that out of you, but he is gonna expect you to have a measure of a repentant attitude when you're fully aware of the things that you're doing, right? It's like you do wanna, be like, "My bad," and that's taking ownership. That's just you doing that in your own life and your own around your own peers and stuff. Sometimes you just have to do that, and a lot of people even don't even do that. They won't even take ownership over the mistakes they do in front of their own peers, and it's like, only God is watching you. You can sit here and not be and try and act like, "Oh, well, I don't make mistakes, or I didn't do anything wrong," and go in that realm, but what does that do for you? You know what I mean? And that's something to really consider. It's something to really, really deeply think about, y'all. Um, so yeah, that was one major thing that I was like, "Oh, okay, I fell off, man." But I'm gonna be right back tomorrow like nothing happened. And that's usually how I do stuff sometimes. And I've been told my memory is a gift and a curse because sometimes I will completely forget stuff. I'm like, whatever to that. Like, nope. I don't even want to know what happened for real. Like, you really don't remember, and I really don't be remembering, y'all. It's crazy. It's like it's a gift and a curse at the same time. Because sometimes I need to remember stuff, and I'll be like, "Ooh, okay." But sometimes the stuff that I wanna forget, it'd be gone, like, out of my brain, right? And so, understand that even though God sees everything you're doing, if you do your own tally, you'll know what you're doing. You'll know exactly what you're doing. Right? And that's why I had to encourage that process. That's why I took the initiative to be like, "Oh yeah, let me do this so I can really show my brain and my mind what's actually happening." Instead of your imagination taking over and you be like, "Oh, I suck. I keep messing up. I keep doing crazy things." Right? I keep falling off. Right? And it's like, but in what time span though? And in what perspective though? Right? It happens. It happens. And it's something to acknowledge. And it's something that I was like, oh yeah, okay, well, there we go. That's gonna be the topic for today, man. Fell off today. Fell off Saturday. Like, let's mention that. Let's go over that. And it takes a measure of awareness to be able to really be honest with yourself in that space and be like, okay, it's like, yeah, would I have wanted to be like, yup, coming into the third month, y'all, it's on and popping. Uncanny out here, y'all. Let's get it. Right. But like I said, it seemed like, okay, now I spotted a pattern out. I'm like, oh, okay, I got a good strong 2 months in me before I start wavering. Okay, so let's readdress that. Right? And that's just like, I'm sure if you think about any sports, y'all, the long seasons that they go through. And then what if you make it to the playoffs and then you don't make it? Okay, then next year you get to the second round. Guess what? That's progressive, but people are still gonna be like, oh, they didn't make it again, right? But you will if you keep really pushing past those limits, which is difficult because then you got to reset the whole process all over again and try to surmount that the next time. And in basketball, 82 game season, y'all, 82 games. And y'all be wondering why some of the players be like, I'm checking out. Give me my check. I'm finna just come out here and play a little bit. This is my job now. I ain't finna try for what? I'm getting money. That be the struggle they have to deal with. That's what separates the legends from the superstars. Is when the legendary will go through a whole 82 game season, make it all the way to the finals, which is going to be probably like 20 more games, maybe even more, and lose and come right back at it. Like, nope, I'm coming right back for it. To hold that fire inside of you, you got to be something special, y'all. And that's the legendary I'm talking about. And that's what's going on with me right now, y'all. It's like, hey, okay, yep, 2 months. All right, that's a long time. But in the span of things, it went pretty fast. It did. It went pretty fast. And so now let's repeat the process. I got the rest of this year. Let's get it in 90 days, y'all. Rest of this year. October, November, December. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give it our best effort, y'all. Let's give it our best effort. Okay. And again, if you so choose to cause yourself to fall off, don't get crazy. Just get right back up like ain't nothing happened. And keep striving for greater, keep striving for better, keep going in the direction that you truly want to go in. That's what it's about, y'all. As long as you go like this in the morning and you go like that in the morning, you live to fight another day. Let's get it. See what I'm saying? And sometimes the elements and the different things, man, I don't know what happened yesterday. I had insomnia. I did not go to sleep until like 4 this morning, y'all. And I'm trying to go to sleep. I was putting Cupcake to sleep at like probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock. And then I think she woke back up at like 11 or so. And so I had to go rock her back to sleep. And then I was up. And I'm like, oh, this is what she be going through. And oh, that just answered another question. Because I've been asking God to give me some empathy. And I was like, how do you gain empathy without going through something? How do you get it? How do you actually feel it without actually going through it? Right? That was a question that I had in my head. And there it is. Sometimes Cupcake has insomnia, man. And I'll be pissed. I'll be so mad, like, go to sleep. But I literally yesterday was trying with everything I could think of as far as just besides like actually going to go smoke um or doing anything else, forcibly masturbating and stuff like that to try and exhaust my energy so that I go to sleep. I did some deep breathing techniques. I tried to do back to stillness. Nothing was working. And there's no there I could try and tie that, that could be a reason why, right? But I'm trying to get off of the reasons and stuff like that. But that's a good that could be a good correlation because I was asking for empathy and it's like, okay, well, you be pissed at your daughter, dude. I'm gonna show you what's up. I'm gonna just keep you up so that you know what that feels like when you cannot go back to sleep. Because sometimes I'll be rocking her and she just do not go back to sleep. And it's like, oh man, okay. Because yeah, I could not go back to sleep. I tried a few techniques and I even prayed. I'm like, man, can I get some sleep? Like, what's going on? But if I asked to get this, if I asked to empathize, hey, I feel it now because there was nothing that I could do. It didn't feel like there was anything I could do. And I'm looking at the time each time. I'm like, dang, okay, 1 o'clock, 1:30. I'm like, I still got time. I went try to lay back down for a while. I'm like, God, okay, I'm still up. Looked at the clock, it's 3 o'clock. I'm like, I'm gonna post this. Let me post this on my Instagram story real quick. Cause yeah, I'm just here. I'm up. Like, and then I was like, okay, so now let's plan for tomorrow because it's not gonna be pretty. If you go work out in this state, not a good idea, Kev. Your immune system is not going to be ready. If you forcibly work yourself out of this what I get like a half an hour of sleep, off of a half an hour of sleep, and you decide to work out, you're going to wreck your body. It's not working properly right now. So what you need to do is take this L, take this L real quick, and make sure you get some sleep tomorrow. That's what you need to do. Oh, my bad. Here. Yeah. So it's like, look, take this L real quick, man. First of all, because you asked to see what was up with Cupcake, you wanted to feel that, you wanted to empathize with that. So I'm gonna give it to you. You're not gonna like it, but I'm gonna give it to you though. Dang, I really do think that's what it was, because it just hit me. He like, you wanted to feel it, and so all that stuff that you want to feel, I'm gonna make you feel it, and it's gonna mess you up. But that's and you know what's so interesting about that, y'all? Here's the most incredible, interesting way. That's I like that. Because that's what I would do to cool. If you really want to feel what it feels like, that's exactly how I would treat cool, man. So as my father, I appreciate that so much, man. You know, it's good that I feel like I came to the realization that that's what it was about. And so yeah, did it kind of throw the day off kilter a little bit? Sure. But the key learning was to be able to empathize. That's what's more important in the timeline of events of what I got going on, is to empathize more. I've been asking for that, right? So sometimes you got to realize what you're praying for, y'all. And it's not going it's not going to come in a miraculous lightning bolt strike of awareness. It's gonna be a lesson. You're gonna have to go through something to learn that. All right. So yeah, think about that, y'all. That was the good news and the bad news. Did you spot out the good news, or did you only hang on to the bad news? Perspective on that one. What was the good news? Somebody type in the comments. What was the good news? I said I got some good news and I got some bad news. What was the good news? And then if you can, tell me what was the bad news. Ooh, that'll really test your mental. That'll really test your mental. What you focused on? Are you focused on the good, or are you focused on the negative? All right, so let's see. Let's see here. Um, that's a good one, man. Oh, I like this comment. Fig says there is no bad news. There is no bad news, man. We're in it. Pratch, what's up? Princess Pratch on Earth. Killing the game. Um All right. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just, it's like, man, dude. Like, let me just fall over, dude. For real, man. Um, oh yeah. It's like messing up a few brush strokes on a painting and throwing the whole painting away. Ooh wee. Yeah, watch a Bob Ross video. Yeah. If you ever get the opportunity, watch a Bob Ross video. He probably be messing up sometimes and he just play it off. Hey, he was a legend though. He'd just be painting and talking to you. He'd probably mess up a couple times and just be like, we're just gonna go here. We're just gonna paint over that. It's fine." Yeah, no tripping, just falling. Yeah, I was tripping earlier, huh? You fall, get back up. I'm notorious for falling. All right, Chris. Man, that's what's up. What's up, Ines Kurt? All right, Zach, let's see. 100% Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink is an excellent book for this. The goal is to be closer to God, being like Jesus. Nice, man. Nice. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to check that out. The ownership, man. The ownership. Yes, 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 yes. Never give up. Excuse me. Never give up, y'all. Never give up. That's what you got to do. And that's what it's testing you. It's testing to see, yo, you gonna quit, man? You just gonna throw this whole thing out the window? Are you gonna end in Mindset Matters because you didn't reach the goal you had for last month? Are you gonna just quit? You know what I mean? You took a large blow from whatever it was. Is that gonna make you stop? Is that gonna make you stop? And that's what's really, really, really good, y'all. That's what's really, really good to think about. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, man. 2 months. Yeah. It was and it's crazy because it was like Saturday. Yeah, Saturday was the first. Man, got through 2 months. Saturday was the first. Disappointed, man. But again, gotta hop right back on it. Gotta hop right back on it like ain't nothing happened, y'all. Straight up. Back on the block, like my cousin used to say. He used to say, back on the block like he never even left. He made a song called that. It was really cool. One day he came back. We hadn't seen him in a while. He was like, I'm back on the block like I never even left. I'm like, bars, dude. Let's go. All right. Um, let's see. I was multitasking, but good news is getting back on the horse. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, what is? Oh, yeah. Okay, that could have been. What was the good news, y'all? Come on, man. Y'all type in the comments. What was the good news? What do you think the good news was? This is a great exercise for you guys. What do you think the good news was? What do you think the good news was? Are you focusing on the good? Is there some good comments here? Some good comments. What are we focused on, y'all? Type it in. Let me know. What was the good news? And let me know too. What was the bad news? What was the bad news? And then what was easier to come up with? Really, really think about that. I'm definitely I can feel it too. Like I'm like, ooh, kind of slow motion feeling, you know? I'm like, you better go back to sleep after this. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to get some sleep and then I'm gonna have to really get to work. I gotta modify my schedule um so that I can get everything in today the way I wanted to and then plan and then get the rest of the stuff in that I had planned. But that's just how it is, y'all. That's how it goes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see nobody. I don't see nobody typing it in. But that's all right. That's all right, man. Um, I like here how Pratch said, good news is getting back on a horse. Thank you, Figs, for congratulating me on my 2 months, right? And now we gotta now we gotta restart and do it again, right? Go back for the championship. We lost the championship. We gotta go back for it again. So let's string those days back together. All right. Chris, appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody that decided to join on today. All right. Thank you guys for being here. And I hope that you all have a fantastic rest of the day. Okay. Have a fantastic rest of the day and a fantastic rest of the week. I'll definitely see you guys. What is that? Thursday. And oh yeah, I don't have an interview for today, unfortunately. So I'll be posting some shorts. I'll be posting some shorts today. Probably just one at the towards the end of the day. But no interviews for today. I gotta rack up some interviews um, and see what's up. Um, and then there's a couple people that reached out to me. We might get some playlists back started. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. Napur talked to her not too long ago, Pratch as well. We'll see what's up, y'all. So keep an eye on the content. Again, it's that this is how it kind of goes like this a little bit sometimes, and there are some dips and there's some ups and downs. But don't ride the emotional roller coaster, right? Don't let that affect you to the highest degree, right? Allow yourself to really ride those waves, y'all, right? Keep yourself in a balanced state mentally, right? That's definitely what the meditation did, because I used to, stuff like this would happen, I would be pissed. I wouldn't even be able to come on here and talk to y'all. I'd be super heated back in the day. I'd have been throwing stuff and being highly upset, right? But I'm able to still come on here and perform. I've actually been incredibly consistent at this, even when I've been out of town. So that's something to pay attention to too. There's different consistencies and there's different stuff going on, but always, always, always remember, y'all, mindset matters more than anything else. All right. Love you guys. Remember, focus on the good. Focus on the good, y'all. All right. Not sure if I'll get the right answer. No, there's no wrong answers, man. I just want y'all to try and stretch your mind to find the good, right? That's it. There is no right or wrong answers. I just want y'all to stretch it to see what's up, extract something positive out of this entire situation. That's the lesson, right? All right. So have a fantastic rest of the week, y'all. Anytime out. Love you guys.